Take a look at this. This is how we made over $1,000 on the very first day of launching a brand new internet business. This is how we did it. But first, Mick Meaney here and welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. Now, for the last few months, I've been away. I've been busy working behind the scenes with my students, helping them to launch their own internet businesses. But today, I wanted to share this story with everyone because I think it might motivate you, it might inspire you. So imagine this. Let's go back in time a couple of years. My friend Sian, she's tired of working in her full-time job and she knows that she is capable of achieving so much more from life. She knows that she has the potential to do amazing things, and if you have been with me for a while, then you'll probably know just how much Sian means to me. And it has been a privilege to work with her like this. So we need to sit down and make a killer plan. You see, she is great at making these wax melts. Don't ask me. I don't have a clue about them. But they're those little things that make the room smell nice. Anyway, she is really good at making them and she figures that she could sell them online. And since I'm really the only marketer that she knows and trusts, it's kind of a no-brainer. She knows that she could achieve success much faster by working with someone who's already done it for themselves than she could on her own. But the thing is, this needs to be a side hustle. She can't just up and quit her job, right? She's got bills to pay. Now, you've probably been there too, or maybe you're stuck in that situation right now, and then you'll know how frustrating that is. But the thing is, she doesn't have an advertising budget, right? She can't afford to spend hundreds of dollars every month on advertising that might work, at least not in the beginning. So we set a target, and you should too. So she needs to make at least $2,000 a month in order to survive. Now, making $2,000 a month online as a newbie is difficult, but it's not impossible. We just need to work backwards. So we do some simple maths. If each wax melt is worth $5, we need to sell 400 of them every month. That sounds like a lot, right? And listen, I'm pretty bad at maths, but even I know that she needs to make more than 10 sales every day. That's going to be a lot, and we haven't even started yet. And we can see how difficult this might be. So we're going to need traffic, but not just any kind of traffic. We're going to need laser targeted traffic, the type of traffic that is going to buy this stuff. So we go out, we hit social media hard. We target forums, groups, anywhere that our customers might be hanging out. And the crazy thing is, we're not even in business, right? We're going out doing all this promotion and we don't have any products to sell. We've got nothing for sale. So 2 weeks before launch, all we're doing is funneling traffic into a pre-launch page. And that's the secret to making money on your first day. It's in the pre-launch. And the pre-launch just asks people for their email address in exchange for a discount or something that they want. And it worked out really good. Now, during those 2 weeks before launch, we built a fairly impressive email list of potential buyers. But since we had nothing to sell, what kind of emails did we send? Well, we were completely transparent with our audience. We told them exactly what was going on. We told them what we were doing. We documented the process of making these wax melts. We asked for their opinion. We got them involved. And then we shared behind the scenes stories with them. And we kept our audience in the loop. And then the really important part, we started a countdown sequence. So let's try something here, okay? Play along with this. Because if I count down from 5 to 0, what happens? Let's try it. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The real secret to creating $1,000 in a day, or 5 or 6 or even 7 figures, is in the countdown. The countdown sequence does something really important. It creates tension. It creates suspense. It creates anticipation. It creates hype. It gets people focused and engaged with your message. It turns your launch into an event. So we created an email sequence that started a few days before launch. And then every day we reminded people about the launch date. And then we stacked the reasons for them to buy on launch day. So we used urgency and scarcity. So that propelled them to take action. So we used like a couple of special edition products just for launch. We offered a time sensitive discount code, and we included special bonuses too. Now, this kind of urgency mixed with a countdown sequence and combined with authentic storytelling worked out really well. And when the time came to sell stuff, people felt like they already knew us, they liked us, they trusted us, and they were rooting for us to succeed. And on launch day, we did make over $1,000 in sales as a result. Now imagine that. Making $1,000 on your very first day feels amazing. But the cool thing is, because we'd already made that big push 2 weeks beforehand, more people kept coming into the site for weeks afterwards. And because we put our energy into email, we could promote products anytime we wanted. So once a month, we ran special offers to make sure that the revenue continued to grow month after month, no matter how much traffic came to the site. Now, as great as all that was, it could have been even better. You see, we were selling physical products, and they are an absolute pain to sell. You need to make the things, then you need to package them, then you need to post them out. It's hard work, it's time consuming, plus the overheads of all that stuff is pretty high. So, in my opinion, based on doing this kind of stuff for like 20 years, if we had sold digital products, we would have probably have made a lot more money. And that's exactly what I have been doing for the last 20 years. Now, while it was fun to work with Sean and help my friend out and see my strategies work with physical products, I know that we missed out on a couple of big opportunities. And I know that for a fact because of what I have seen in my own business and my own students' businesses. Because instead of making $1,000 on the day of launch, we could have easily have made 10 times that. That is, if we had chosen to sell digital products. But Shan enjoyed making wax melts. That was fun for her. That's what she wanted to do. And I'm happy if she's happy, right? And although she has sadly passed away a few months ago, I'm left with these memories of working with her and a deep sense of gratitude for having her in my life. And, maybe this thing today is just the way to help me to deal with her loss that honors her memory in a way that might benefit you too. So if you were to ask me, what should you do? Well, I would absolutely encourage you to choose to sell digital products, things like ebooks, courses, coaching packages. You know all that stuff already. You've seen it. And the cool thing is, you don't have to make your own products if you don't want to. You'll make a lot more money if you do, but you don't have to. You can just take a cut of other people's products by making recommendations. Plus, the whole thing can be easily automated. The entire process I've given you today, the big outline, you can automate that. And these products sell for a lot more than physical products. They typically sell for hundreds of dollars, which means you don't need that much traffic, right? You just need the right type of traffic. Plus, there's no limit to how many you can sell. You're never going to run out of stock, right? The digital. You can sell an infinite number. Plus, there's no manufacturing costs, no packaging, no postage costs. And generally speaking, in my experience, you're going to attract a class of customer that is an absolute pleasure to deal with. Okay, so how do you start? Well, you could go to YouTube. You could watch videos and try to piece it all together yourself. And there's more than enough information out there to get you up and running with that. But I'd like to give you a completely free blueprint that reveals how my student Charles made $55,000 in 180 days, his first 6 months online as a complete newbie. Now, Charles is the exception to the rule, albeit an inspirational one. Realistically, it will take you longer than 6 months to hit that target, and it's going to take a lot of work. Okay, so prepare yourself. But if you are prepared to do that work, head over to profitcopilot.com/180 and get that free blueprint today. But the big takeaway today is start now, even before you launch your business. The secret really is in the pre-launch. So know your audience, know what they care about, know why they care about that stuff, and then know where they hang out. And then start collecting email addresses, Keep your audience in the loop during that pre-launch phase, and then start a countdown sequence so your launch becomes an event. And make use of authentic storytelling so you connect with your customers, and then inject some scarcity, some urgency, so they have reason to take action. And the process is that simple. And when you do that, you should see pretty good results. Okay, thank you for joining me today. Head over and get that free blueprint, profitcopilot.com/180. And I hope to see you again very soon. Take care and God bless.